Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy GZTV back with another video, and in this video we are going to be talking about the 6th episode of The Last of Us, the HBO Max series based on obviously one of the best story mode games of all time apparently. I never played the game, but it's kind of cool to watch the series and get some new stuff, completely fresh content. By the way, today I'm very excited to announce that Outer Banks came out, so we're going to switch over from like Walking Dead and Dexter and watch that stuff. All I got to do is watch El Camino, and then I'm gonna watch the rest of Better Call Saul. So the Better Call Saul, like the last 3 or 4 episodes, however many it is, that's gonna come to the channel. Man, I gotta grind out some content. Holy shit! All right. So we're gonna record this video. I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and then after I'm done eating lunch, I'll probably shoot the Dexter video real quick, and then I'll probably end up. I'll probably just watch Outer Banks, so I don't have to do it later. I'll probably just do homework later. But yeah, let's talk about this. So episode 6 of The Last of Us cuts forward 3 months in time, which is very interesting. Much like we've seen across the season, Joel and Ellie trek across the landscape, eventually stopping to build a fire and discussing what's going to happen in the future between them. Obviously, a lot of interesting, father-daughter type of relationships, that sort of dynamic going on between these two characters. The pair eventually make it to the dam and the River of Death, where they're surrounded by a bunch of men on horses. They don't know what the hell is happening. So yeah, like this couple, they met earlier in this cabin. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, but I'm kind of just like summarizing it real quickly for you guys. They said that this was like the river of like death, like pretty much like don't go to this region else you're going to die, pretty much. So yeah. When they learn Joel and Ellie want to meet Tommy, they're led to a settlement where numerous people are working. So there's like this little like what do you call it? It's kind of like it looks like a western type of like town. I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, they're going to be directed to Tommy, which is like the big goal throughout the entire season so far. Like they've been trying to regroup with Joel's brother Tommy, of course. Ellie is immediately hostile, hitting out at anyone who so much as looks at her and demands her gun to be brought back. Like, she does not have a good feeling about this. Like, the second they enter the community, she just doesn't like what's going on. Joel continues to press for help in taking Ellie further along to her destination, but Tommy refuses. Tommy doesn't want to help him with that. It's very dangerous out there. There could be plenty of clickers and fireflies to go around for every one of those people that, like, it's a dangerous world out there, and obviously it's a big risk, you know? Maria tells Ellie in confidence that Sarah, and as a result, Ellie and Joel have a big conversation about their journey and what loss is. Like, you don't know what loss is. Like, there's a pretty, I feel like it's going to go down as a pretty iconic moment in this series, them talking about loss, and obviously this was probably adapted from the game. Let me know in the comments what was and what wasn't adapted from the game. I think that would be very helpful for me. Yeah. She learns about Sarah for the first time. I don't know if she knew about Sarah before. I don't really remember. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this episode wasn't super intriguing. I guess them finding Tommy was great. But other than that, I found myself, dozing off my phone, honestly. Not to say that this is a bad show, but I don't know, man. It doesn't quite grab me like shows like Dexter or Breaking Bad did, you know? Maria tells, So, in the morning, Joel decides to take off with one of the horses to go on a journey, and he wants Ellie to make a choice, either stay with Tommy or come with him, you know. Unfortunately, 4 scavengers show outside, there are no guards around, and as they press on inside, all they find are monkeys and a map with a whole bunch of pins pointing towards Salt Lake City. Unfortunately, 4 scavengers show outside too, and Joel and Ellie are forced to flee. So, again, on their way to getting Ellie where she needs to be. I can't quite remember where that is. The capital, maybe? I'm confusing myself. It's kind of it kind of sucks having to watch an episode a week because I don't have the greatest memory. But I mean, this episode wasn't bad. I'm not going to say a lot about it. This isn't going to be a lengthy video just because I wasn't super intrigued with it. But, I mean, anyone else feel like this world is devoid of threat and completely empty? I'm all for landscape shots, but The Last of Us has this strange pattern to it where we listen to the wonderful score and spend 15 out of 20 minutes just looking at large stretches of land with no infected or other humans anywhere. Unfortunately, the episode is also rather boring, too. See, I told you. I'm reading like these notes from people reviewing it. While I appreciate this as a human drama, the amount of action and key scenes from the game that have been completely cut out and stripped really doesn't do the source material justice. And yeah, you can cut out a few things out of the game and kind of make your own show, but like come on, like you can't cut out a fuck ton of shit from the game. You have to like bring some appreciation to the video game series. I don't know. So, in the game, the university is full of hunters, with Joel and Ellie forced to try and navigate perilously through the corridors to escape. There are tons of them. It's tense, suspenseful, and absolutely nail-biting. It's also a very crucial part of the game as it eventually ends with Joel injured and the pair just about making it out alive. Here, though, there are 4 hunters outside and both Ellie and Joel have a gun up high and could have got the jump on them, you know? We know Joel is a good shot and has experience firing different guns since the target practice scene just before, and they could have already taken them out. Instead, we get a rushed and pretty unsatisfactory ending to this episode, while the infected are barely featured in the show at all, which is, again, a big part of the game. And that's a problem that, like, shows... I'm watching The Walking Dead right now, and that's a problem that show experienced, like, not showing enough of the major problem in the show. The Last of Us is a decent enough video game adaptation. Arcane and Edgerunners are far better. It's not a particularly memorable zombie series. There are far better options in this genre on the market. Walking Dead, pretty much. Let's hope the episodes ahead pick up the pace and do stay true to the source material, as those scenes are ironically the best parts of the whole series, the ones they adapt from the game, because of course people are finding a lot of appreciation towards this. But I think I'm gonna have time to give you guys the Dexter review real quick before I go to lunch. We're probably going to go grab some lunch, watch Outer Banks. I'm definitely going to watch that before I go to class. I have all night to do homework. I need to get content done and stuff, so leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I know this video isn't as long as some of the other reviews, but this episode really isn't great. Like, it's not bad, but again, it's not great either, so have a good rest of your day. I'm supposed to be dropping a Yeet album reaction by like 11 o'clock tonight. Like, the second that album comes out, I am releasing it, and then I'm going to start recording my Don Toliver album reaction, if that album even fucking drops. I don't know what's going on with that,